Since 1971, Oliver HVAC has been one of the most reputable providers of service to residents of Delaware, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey. They chose Axoff to digitize all their paper forms and integrate them right back into the office.
Prior to us using Axoff, we had a few challenges here at Oliver Heating and Cooling. One of those challenges was receiving paperwork back from our technicians, or not just our technicians, but our field personnel in a timely manner. The way we were working at that time was the tech would go out to the customer's house, fill out the paperwork, and then he would hold on to the paperwork and mail that back in 2 to 3 days. But then we have the turnaround time for the post office, and then we would have to go through all the paperwork. So that created a problem with our turnaround on our billing. The other problem we had was the technician's handwriting. It created a problem in the office for managers to be able to read and troubleshoot, and that also created a problem with our customers not being able to read the paperwork that the technician was leaving behind. With the integration of Comet Tracker and our software, everything is a little bit more seamless. The technician out in the field, he fills out his invoice, and the work performed fields that he fills in, it automatically takes that information and sends it back into our system. So within a 15-minute period, somebody in the office is able to look at that without looking at the invoice and see what the technician did while he was there. In the past, we might take 7 days for that invoice, that piece of paper to come in. We can't bill it without that because we don't have all the pertinent information. But now that the invoice comes in, it can be billed within 24 hours. Advanced wireless forms are easy. They're very simple to create. There's a wide variety of options of field types that you can use, from a phone number to a camera. You can have a basic form done in 10 minutes and out to the field within 15 minutes. They can all have it on their wireless devices. It's just extremely easy to use, and it's extremely easy to create the forms. Our overall response has been great. Our field personnel are the ones that use it on a day-to-day basis, and they'd rather have this than a paper form. The technician dispatches himself in our dispatching software, and he receives the order. He's able to take that order and go in to fill out a form. So when he sends that off, the two pieces of information now become one. So the report or the invoice that comes into the office and goes out to the customer has all the correct information on it. They could fill out a paper form fast, but when you can't read it, it does you no good. With required fields, they have to put the information in. On a paper form, they don't have to put anything on it. All they have to do is put a customer's name, and they can send it to us, and it comes in blank. The information that we're receiving from the field is better. Also, with the ability to take and pre-populate drop-down fields on these electronic forms, now instead of the technician having to type completed in air conditioning maintenance, all he has to do is choose from the drop-down, fills in the form for him. So we can have a form that has 100 questions. We give him drop-downs on 50 questions. That's 50 things that he doesn't have to type in. If I can populate a half or 3/4 of the questions with drop-downs, then I've just saved them maybe 5 or 10 minutes in the field. Been using the professional services team's services for quite some time now. That we have over 20 custom reports completed with them. And each experience I've had with them has been great. You tell them what you need, and they come back to you in 2 or 3 days with a product. You test the product out. If there's changes you need made, you just tell them, can we move this field from here to there? They rearrange everything until you're satisfied with what the end result, and then everybody's happy. Overall, I've had a great experience with it. We've been able to streamline some procedures in the office. We no longer have to print up invoices. All of our forms that our technicians use, not just invoices, lead cards, every paperwork request for vacations, everything we've converted into Axoff. We have over 50 forms in Axoff right now. So there's been a huge reduction in operational costs. We wrote up an ROI, and with the actual hard costs and savings that we're seeing, return on this investment is going to be about $75,000 for the first year.